Hi Virgo, welcome to my third channel, my Virgo only channel. My name is Chelsea. Thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. I post every day bringing you the latest updated tarot reading. In this reading, we're going to find out, will you be rich and famous this year, 2024? And today is the 18th of February 2024. Time here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is 8:57 p.m. Okay, now let's get your reading started. Spirits and angels, please show me for Virgo. Will Virgo be rich and famous this year, 2024? Let's find out, Virgo. Ooh. The world indicates it's a yes, okay? First card, Major Arcana. Very important card. Typically it means yes, and a big yes too. This is interesting. Virgo, please bear in mind that this is a general reading. Take the reading loosely, okay? Got the Tower. Oh my gosh, Virgo. Okay, we've got the King of Wands. Now the King of Wands is a famous king because he's the King of Fire. He's very popular, charismatic, also a leader. And we've got the Four Pentacles and the Two of Swords. It's funny, I'm seeing, because the Two of Swords can indicate for me right now two different groups of you. One group of you, you're like, I don't care about the fame. And another group of you, it's like, yeah, I want to be famous. You know why? Because the King of Wands, again, is a popular king. But this Four Pentacles is like, but I want to keep to myself. And maybe another group of you, or it could be, I don't know, some of you could be feeling, maybe wanting to have fame, but also not to a point where you are going to be recognized all over the place. Hope that makes sense. But I definitely see two different groups of you. One just prefer to like keep to yourself and rather be the world right here, having freedom to travel. And another thing I'm seeing here is that Virgo, again, first card, and we're asking the question, are you going to be rich and famous this year? The World can indicate, and plus the Tower right here. It feels like there is a possibility, okay, where for some of you, it might mean like a big change. You might have to make like a big change in your career, or it could also mean that you have to do something online, or you're gonna have to travel to a different country, different place, in order to be rich and famous. Again, Virgo, this is a general reading, okay? Don't take everything literally. If you want to book me for a personal reading to make sure this reading is actually for you, then you can send me an email, or you can book me through Linktree. All of the information is in the description box below. Now again, the World here indicates a big yes, but look at the Four of Wands. It is in reverse, right? And then we've also got the Two of Swords here. It feels like Virgo, for some of you, it's a yes, but you need to get out of your comfort zone. Either doing something completely different with the Tower and needing to travel, or the World, again, you can't get the World Wide Web, so if you do, it's like that energy of needing to expand, okay? If you expand, because the world is like the world, the whole world, right? And some of you literally, maybe one of you are gonna be like a huge celebrity where everybody is going to be admiring you. And the Four of Wands, I keep getting this energy like you're required to travel or get out of your comfort zone. And for another group of you, Virgo, this Tower, it can mean unexpectedly making a lot of money or unexpectedly become famous, okay? Some of you, it's becoming more famous, and some of you, it's making more money. Some of you may have the best of both worlds, okay? The strength here is in reverse, and then we've got the Six of Swords. Why do I keep getting this energy of, the strength? You can look at it, this lion and the angel, they're actually staying at one place, right? And then the Six of Swords is like moving to a different place, and it's crossing the sea, right? Whether it's virtually or physically, some of it's virtually, some of it's physically, and it could just be also metaphorically, like you have to leave something behind and start something completely new, or expand, right? Expand. Say if you have like a small business now, and if you were to expand, as in, also could be like thinking of the different ways of doing your business, not just like say a small little store. If you were to, like, I'm just giving an example, right? Instead of selling just t-shirts, if you were to sell other things like pants, I don't know, whatever, anything that's related to it, like basically making more new things. But also it could indicate, it could mean also like your business model needs to change, especially for those of you Virgos, if you've been doing things exactly the same way for a while. So that means it can't quite grow. But also, I don't know why Virgo, I think this is for the really, really mature Virgo ones who are on the way, excuse me, on the way to retirement, okay? And the reason why I see that is because of the Eight of Pentacles and reverse. And maybe you just, like, I just want to expand. I just want to, like, being able to travel. And the world is a closing of a chapter as well. So for the much, much older Virgos who are, like, planning for retirement, like, pretty soon, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse is like, hey, I don't have to work anymore. I don't want to work anymore. Right, my chapter is closed, and then I can, with the King of Wands here, do whatever that I'm passionate about. And for some of you, it could also be like a hobby, anything that you're passionate about, turning it into a business, okay? Now, when I say famous, popularity, it comes in different shape and form, okay? So maybe it's popular, it could be a small community, famous among your little small community, or your friends, or your workplace, or even, like, but for some of you, it's big, right? Because the world, again, is a huge card, it's huge energy, it's a major arcana. Now let's pull up more cards here, Virgo. Let's see more. Then we've got the High Priestess in reverse. Normally, Virgos don't really like to be, not all of you, okay? Just some of you prefer to be behind the scene, okay? So that's not going to apply for those of you who prefer to be behind the scene and don't really like the limelight, but you still be really well known, being somebody who is like, it's that energy. Like, for example, I'm just going to give you an example, like a movie. If you watch a movie, you know the main characters, right? But how many of you know, like, the name of the screenwriters? Not many. I don't think I know either. So it's like that kind of like, but they're well known and they're within the industry, but not in public. I hope that makes sense, okay? So that fame could apply to some of you, Virgo. I'm not just talking about being a celebrity or being a public figure or being a, an influencer, whatever. Not just that kind of fame. I can see already right here, for some of you, look at the star in reverse here. Doesn't mean that you're not going to be a star, but it just feels like when it's in reverse, it's like kind of like the background work that maybe most people in public wouldn't recognize, but within your industry, people know who you are. That's fame as well, okay? And again, I do see some of you, it's like, hey, you know what? I'm retiring. I'm gonna retire. I don't care about fame. My chapter is closed. And then you pursue certain passion or hobby right after that. That's what I'm seeing here. But I do see some of you literally will be under the limelight, because the world, as you can see, all these external elements are actually looking at her, right? Being put on a pedestal, because this world here, this woman is up in the clouds. Let's see more Virgo. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles. Again, some of you just don't care about the fame, right? I just need money. I just need stability. I need to make sure that my account is full. This is also a retirement card for me. And for some of you, maybe it's not this year, okay? Again, it's just a general reading. Some of you, it's later on in your life where it does show that you have enough money, possibly more than enough. This is also an inheritance card for me. Some of you might become really rich because of inheritance, because of the tower right here, unexpected inheritance, or just money that comes from your family or your family business, things like that, okay? Hangman here is in reverse for the lazy Virgos. Not all Virgos are lazy. Most Virgos are super hardworking. For the 1% Virgos who are lazy, okay? Then becoming rich and famous, unless you're lazy because, if you're lazy because you come from money, then you're gonna be rich anyway, okay? Whether it's from inheritance or that you have like enough monthly allowance from your family. I do see some of you Virgos do come from money, okay? So that's already all set. But also for some of you Virgos, if you do come from money, 4 Pentacles here specifically could be saying that you need to save them, okay, for emergency purposes. The Tower, save for rainy days. But for those of you Virgos who are really, really hardworking, you'll come to a point, maybe not this year, okay? Don't take the timing too literally. Maybe not this year, but that energy of like, oh, I don't have to work anymore. Because we've got the 10 of Pentacles here. So it supports the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the High Priestess in reverse, 5 of Wands in reverse, 2 Pentacles in reverse. You know, again, that energy of like, I don't have to fight anymore. I don't have to work anymore. I will have enough for myself, for my family, and for some of you even, you know, being able to give money, or your children, grandchildren will be able to inherit money from you or any family members. But I definitely see, like, for a lot of you, it's a firm yes because of the world here. Again, there are 2 different groups of you. And for the lazy Virgos, you got to get out of your comfort zone, right? 4 of Wands here, not doing the same thing over and over again, especially for those of you who feel like you're stuck and you've worked so hard and you're not actually making as much as you like to, or as much as you think you deserve. So perhaps it's time to make certain changes here with the world. You know, Virgo, the Tower and the High Priestess in reverse. Hearing treasure chest as well. It may not be in a form of money. It could be like something valuable as well. That, why do I hear treasure chest? Or like something, it could also be something that you unexpectedly find, okay? And it can mean, sometimes the Tower does come out a lot when I do readings about shares. Yeah, like I don't. Okay, I have a friend. She, excuse me, she invested like 1 million in like a share. Okay, like stocks. My friend's company, and he's like a billionaire. So I invested too. But I wasn't investing like 1 million, and that's not her money, by the way. It's her her mom's retirement money, her friends, I know her cousins all grouped together. It was 1 million, and then she invested. And she asked me to do a reading for her to find out if this is actually a good investment. But she has already put the money in, right? But I think she was actually really nervous because it's not really her money. So she's afraid that she might lose all of her money, and she did. Okay, she lost it all. Well, not really, because the money's stuck in that share, and it's been like, I don't know, 3 years already. So she asked me to give her a reading, and the tower actually came out. So perhaps for some of you, this could be a little bit of a warning to not put all eggs in one basket, okay, to diversify. And if you are going to be investing, whether it's real estate, crypto, stocks, whatever, don't put all eggs in one basket, okay? Because this tower came out, and I warned her. I said, but there was also, I remember specifically, because I was also investing in the same stocks. So there was a page of pentacles, and the page of pentacles is small, right? So it can also indicate like the beginning part of it. After the page of pentacles, the tower came out. So I told her, I said, you will make some money, like the shares, like it will go up, just like it will go up, but then it will come crashing down just like the tower. And I told her that. And but my friend who owns that public listed company, he was like, no, it will go up, it will go up even more, like leave it a little bit longer. My intuition was telling me, and also I did the reading, and it's the same thing, right? So I was like, no, I'm selling it. I don't care what he says. I'm selling it. So I sold it, and I made some money out of it, right? But she didn't even get a dime from that, and it has been stuck for 3 years already. And she's like one of my friends who would ask me to do like tarot reading for her all the time, right? If I'm flying, I'm in another country, she would be calling me about love situation or even work situation, things like that, issues. And the funniest thing is, she asked me to do all of these readings for her, but she never took my advice. And then when it happens, she says, oh, you know what, you were so accurate because it happened, blah, blah, blah. My mate did run away. She had a mate, and she asked me to do a reading about her mate because she was like suspicious of her. And it did say that she was gonna run away. I said, oh, she's gonna run away, so she might take something from you as well, because that was a 7 of Swords, right? It indicates thievery. And guess what? She didn't fire her. She didn't do anything. She didn't keep her jewelries. She didn't keep her jewelries like locked or anything. And she did run away with all of her jewelries, money. And she tried to fight me also. She's like, no, you know what? But I one time I asked her to like take money out from the bank, and she took everything out for me, and she didn't even steal. I said, that was then, okay, now it says this. So I just stopped doing readings for her because it's wasting my time, right? What's the point wasting my time to do reading for you and you don't listen to the advice? And especially, look at the High Priestess right here, especially deep down, you already have some suspicion. Your intuition is telling you something is off. and but you don't follow it, and then you've got this confirmation from the tarot reading that I do for you. So I just got sick and tired, and I just didn't do any readings for her anymore. But now look at this tower. This is why it kind of reminded me of that reading that I did for her, right? So something about Virgo, for some of you, even if you become really, really rich, or if you are already rich, and if you overspend your money, or if you don't know how to invest properly, or putting all eggs in one basket, you will lose it all as well with the tower. And you might have to start over again, because the 4 wands in reverse indicates there is some sort of instability. This is just like you know, for some of you, okay? For some of you, obviously, again, it's a general reading. There is a chance, even for some of you, becoming really famous, but the 5 of Wands and the Star in reverse, you may also end up having, if you become famous, you end up having people whom are going to try and bring you down, okay? Trying to rain on your parade as well. And the Strength of reverse, there's a tendency of perhaps these people, or these, how do you say, it's almost like, for example, giving an example, like a Hollywood star, and they lose their freedom. They are always in gossip columns. When they go out, there's always paparazzi. So some of you might not want that, and might just don't want to be famous anymore. And for some of you, you already know you don't want to be famous. You want to be in the background, just making sure that you have money all the way up to your retirement. I mean, after, even after your retirement. Look, the 7 of Swords in reverse right here. And also another thing you need to watch out is Virgo, people who are going to steal from you, right? People who are gonna steal your money, or steal your ideas, or even tarnish your reputation, something that you need to be aware of. I have a friend, right? She's a Taurus, and she has been working for this company as like a partner for 10-15 years, right? So the partner actually trusted her. Like, we've been working together for like over a decade. Like, of course I trust her with my life. But guess what? She stole all the clients, and she started another company like all by herself. And her partner is suing her, and she's actually kind of scared. She doesn't even post anything on social media anymore. She didn't want to like show like she's doing well, or so she, you know, with the 4 Pentacles, is why it kind of reminded me of her. She's a Taurus though, but she's not Virgo, but she is an Earth sign. Now, 4 Pentacles, like keeping to yourself, but it could be for some of you thinking about doing that, right, to someone. But it could also mean that someone might do that to you. So you have to be aware that I definitely see a Virgo. Everything that you may achieve or will achieve in the future, riches, fame, there is a threat, okay? There is a threat of losing it all as well, so be aware of that. This is just a little bit of a warning, okay? Not saying that it's exactly going to happen, and this is why you're watching this video, so that you get a heads up, all right? Virgo, this is your reading. I hope you resonated in some way, shape, or form. If you did, please hit like, share, and subscribe. And if you like a tailor-made personal reading, which is, a lot of people tell me that I'm very accurate, you can send me an email, or you can book me through Linktree. There are many different options. 2 to 3 day pre-recorded reading, emergency reading with however many questions. You can see it's in the description box below, and also live video call reading, okay? Virgo, don't forget to also hit on the bell notification button if you like to be notified every time when I post your videos. And also, if you're unaware, I do have my main channel. It's called Chelsea Love Tarot. That channel, I go live. You'll see a whole different version of me and during my live stream, because people just annoy me get under my skin all the time. But I do personal readings, but super chat only for those of you on a budget. You can try and catch me live on my main channel, Chelsea Love Tarot. Again, all of the information is in the description box below. Take care, Virgo. I love you guys, and I hope to see you back here again very soon. I post your videos daily. Take care. Bye.